Hello, good people. Welcome back to Broken Windows. I'm your host, Shadrack Manano.
Joel Oteam is my name.
I'm here with a few guests today. Two special ladies.
Very, very special ladies.
I'll start with you.
Hi everyone, my name is Brendalynn I'm a storyteller.
I'm Janice Ajilo, and I'm a business lady.
I also want to add a Madikula.
And I'm a story listener. You can tell me your stories.
Anyway, we are very grateful that you guys have decided to honor our invitation and just come through, sit back with us and we talk about certain things.
I'm happy to be here.
Thanks for having us.
True, this is very, very formal, but let me just mess it up. Let me mess it up for you a bit. We are going to talk about ourselves today based on the experiences that we have had in relationships as men and also in relationships as women in any different line, and we're going to look at things based on your experience. You get it? So the first thing is I want to find out is, would you ask for transport?
I'm
Okay, let me ask Shadrack. Would you ask for transport?
Transport money?
Yes, transport money. But who?
No, you like if you had a girlfriend and she wanted you to go to her place and you didn't have transport, would you tell her first thing?
No, like I may not ask for transport, but I don't think a man comfortable about asking for help.
No, but I mean, I want to specify on the thing of
transport.
Yes.
Transport would be the help.
No, but you see, the issue of transport, the idea itself revolves around a certain activity taking place. And so, if you want to see that activity through, I think you will rely on yourself to look at transport.
What activity?
Physical exercise, and that's all. So, I think for many, there's never been an issue of transport. We shall transport ourselves. I'm in Ginger, okay? Let me start walking now.
Let me see what to do. Then he calls another man, first help me with the car.
So, for me, transport
is not really a big issue.
But I can ask for favors though.
So for you, would you ask for transport?
Yeah, I would. If I don't have the transport, I would.
No, but if you say probably if you asked for transport the first time and then he sent probably an absurd amount of money. Like you stays in Chireka, you stay in Bulgaria, it's like first time transport he sends 300k.
I believe he knows how much transport he takes.
No. Would you be like, no, I've used 3k? Here is yours. Brenda,
I just want to understand your question.
Yes.
Is your question trying to understand if it's right for transport money to be given, or you just want to know if I can accept money? Because if it's money, I won't refuse. For as long as there's money, I will not refuse. But if you want to know if it's necessary or not on the part of both the men and women, then I can answer you from a cultural and energy perspective. Yeah, because traditionally speaking, a man takes care of a woman he's interested in, and a man pursues. Even traditionally speaking, when you'd go to a woman's home, you'd have to carry gifts, you'd have to carry things, you'd have to appreciate this woman because you know the role and value of this woman in your life. And when you reach there, you leave the parents with money, you leave them with gifts. So basically, traditionally speaking, men are supposed to take care of their women. So now, the problem we are having today is exotic men. Exotic men, they want to be treated like babies. They're not assertive, they're not aggressive when it comes to relationships.
Isn't that a bad thing?
A lot of times they fail to take care. Even imagine we're discussing transport.
No, I want us
I'd imagine that for a man, your biggest issue should be building a house for the woman, buying a car, but transport money.
For the woman. Let me first hear what Janice has to say, then I'll come back to that.
That's a small problem.
I was also adding on what you just had to say. In this case, most times it's going to be like, Oteam, you're going to say, Janice, I want to see you. You get?
Yeah.
So you want to see me. I didn't even come to you because that's how it goes usually in the first place. The man pursues, right? Let's see from the start point you're pursuing and then you want to see me. So you're going to say, Janice, I want to see you. Okay, I'm here. So what now? Just, be the man.
It's just courteous. Let me tell you, it's just courtesy. It's not a must. No one is going to beat you because you're not given a chick money. But it's just catastrophe. But what I'm seeing is a lot of men are self-defeating lately because a woman will never come out to say, oh my God, you didn't give me transport money. Do you know why?
Why?
Because it's going to be another person who will do that role very well. So they'll never come up to complain. But men who are, one, they're broke. Of course, we're in a poverty-ridden, country, so a lot of men are broke.
Yeah, men are broke.
Even transport money is like...
No, but it's not really transport money.
So
It's the idea.
there are some people who are coming out to complain. First of all, in a taxi, you give transport money according to the level of our man. For instance, I drive. So if I come to see you,
and he's a pedestrian.
He's a pedestrian. Yeah, it will be courteous of you to
fuel refund.
And not all the time, but once in a while, say, baby.
Are women willing to sort of accept the consequences of that sort of transactional relationship? If I start treating you like my property.
Exactly.
No. If I start treating you like my property, I send you money, and then you're like...
Let me explain.
Don't talk to me like that. I don't spend this money on you. I'm trying to show you that properties are
I'm also trying to show you that
if you give a woman the money...
men who behave that way have internal problems, internal conflict.
Okay. One, think like that.
Yes, you can't... If you by the time you think like that, you already have a problem. You're projecting low self-esteem issues, you're projecting insecurities, because at the end of the day, by the time you ask this lady to come over to your place and a woman decides to come, imagine you're able to communicate fully. The problem is you lack communication, so you assume, you make assumptions. So you said by the time she comes, it's obvious we are going to have...
No, it's not about the sex. What I'm trying to say...
When you say transactional relationship, define it if it's not sex. What's the value of transport money?
No, I'm saying, okay, it's sex, yes. Okay. But no, I'm not talking about the sex. I'm not talking about the sex. I'm talking about the consequences. No, listen, I'm talking about the consequences of this transactional relationship. Because listen, the truth is that we cannot qualify or quantify sex. So no matter how many people you go and fuck, it is not money. So money is the real power. Listen, money is the real power. So the person with the money has the power. Once you decide that I'm going to base my relationship off this man can own you, because that is literally how slavery.
From what you're saying, can I ask you one question? Do you think that by the time you spend money on how much she can't have her own money? Is that the assumption in this case? Because that means we are talking about different relationships. For me, I have my own money, I expect you to take care of me regardless.
But
so are you assuming this woman has no money?
Would you criticize someone for...
Let me tell you.
For coming to pick the things they bought you, iPhone.
I'm not telling you, I said we are dealing with exotic child.
As a guy,
because really,
sending her transport, it's not just about her getting to your place. She's getting to know you. Like, if you can't give me transport, okay, what are you going to do? So as a man, you're supposed to...
For me to know you, I should pay someone.
The truth is, I don't like this whole transport money topic, and I'll tell you why. One, there's something called masculine energy, and I'm sure I heard someone speaking about it. Masculine energy protects, it takes care of people, it leads, and then there's feminine energy. Feminine energy is softer. Feminine energy follows. Feminine energy encourages, it inspires, it nurtures. That's why we are mothers. Women are mothers. Now, those two energies have to be compatible. And when they are compatible, they are natural. For instance, a masculine energy man will not even overthink this. When they see a lady and they like her and they want her, masculine energy just drives you to take care of her financially, protect her physically, emotionally. So I feel like transport money topics are belittling of the essence and value of actual relationship.
You see, what you're failing to acknowledge is that we're trying to
Can we just talk about maybe finances? Because transport money is a very tiny element of a financial...
We're talking about favors, but like, he's trying to break something so small.
By the time you call it a favor, it's not what I'm explaining. I'm saying masculine energy leads and protects and takes care. So there is nothing like favor. You're doing what you are built to do as a man.
But I want you to know
get
also,
because that same woman can take care of you. If you take care of me, I take care of you.
Janice and Brenda, I need you to know one thing, that the way you look at men is not in the one aspect, like this, a man should come, look like this, do this,
Thank
do this.
You very
I
much.
want you to know.
That is true.
Listen, let me finish
Men
my
are
argument.
different.
Exactly, let me finish my argument. I want us to know that the reason most men actually are very okay with that masculine energy, where, and right now I can actually call it toxic masculinity.
No, those are two
Listen,
different things.
Like
Don't
it
mix
builds
them
to
up.
that. Wait, it
Not
builds
always.
to that. Let me
Add
finish.
sometimes. Add sometimes
Okay,
before
sometimes
you put
it
us out
builds
of
to
context.
that. Sometimes it builds to that because when a man starts giving, he actually feels entitled. That is where he
That now becomes
becomes very stupid. Wait, I did this to you. I did this for you. When
And
probably the relationship
the reverse
is
is
the
true.
same.
The reverse is true that if a woman starts giving, I also feel entitled. For instance, we have relationships where men keep borrowing money and they never pay back. Why? And I want to know if that's why I'm saying communication is key. What you people are trying to discuss is not the issue of transaction, it's an issue of communication. Because from the start, people should have this conversation. People are so afraid to have the financial conversation. They are so afraid to even say how much they earn to their partners because one, you're always on the guard. You think everyone is trying to be a gold digger on you, even when you don't have money. Me, I look at men who are protected money they don't have. I'm thinking, what's that?
This is what I have to say. Like you said, when a man does those things for you, they get entitled. This is the same thing. If you're not doing that for me, and then when I come to see you, let's say we get things going, I'm going to do stuff for you. Like as a lady, she talked about it. There are things we also do. We probably take care of you, nurture you, and all that. Then she's going to be like, "I've done this for you," and then what do you do for me? You don't even try.
But you see,
let me first get you. Let me get to them.
You know?
You guys should also understand that one, when you sleep with a girl, you fucked me the other day and I'm trying to tell you to send me 3 million and you don't want. And the other day when we had sex,
we
are all having sex.
No.
It is not me and you. It's a joint effort.
Oteam.
You and
This is
me
the
just
thing. I feel like men are so careless when it comes to sex. So I support women who add a value to it. So that you stop going around with every Tom, Dick and Harry and then you want one shoe to fit every woman.
The guys, when they know you can
even for women,
everything for yourself.
No. Listen.
No, personally, this is the thing. For me to even look at a relationship going that direction where we start to have sex, we have to have had certain conversations from the start. And when I tell young ladies and young men to go on dates, you people are so afraid of dates. You want to meet someone today and they come to your home straight away. Go on a date, have conversations so that you're certain. Because what's happening is you're rushing to have sex before setting the terms of this situationship you're creating. In most cases, a situationship, not even a what?
The relationship.
Then, what happens when I come with my expectations, because maybe for me from my previous relationships, if you're going to have sex with me, you're going to have to take care of me. And now I come with my expectations, and then you're broke, you're there, you are, you don't have to
are you reducing the relationship?
You have the money, the hair, all the transport, all that. Like,
so you can't get a broke man.
We have to be.
Are you reducing the relationship? Are you reducing?
I can't.
It's not about dating a broke man. Are you reducing the
I'm
relationship?
saying that when it comes to qualities I look out for before I go into a relationship, sex is number one.
Which men speak of high
communication. No, because a lot of people are afraid of saying that. A lot of women are scared because of social social conditioning. Sex is number one, yeah? Meaning, from the start, we're going to have certain conversations to understand what parameters are set. Number two, communication. Number three is the ability to meet my needs and expectations.
Exactly. But you started with sex and communication, and then the third thing has been the ability. Yes, but now the third thing seems to be the most important. Because, no, listen, if you're not going to give
and I'll explain why it's not the most important. If sex is number one, and you feel that we have this conversation, you say, look, I want to get to know you in that kind of way. And then I'll tell you two things. That the way to the number one is through number 3 and 2.
Get the number one is not
number 3 and 2 you get to number 1.
Listen.
Because at the end of the day, everyone wants to.
You're entitled to what you want in a relationship.
Exactly. So
but there's a danger that if you reduce it, this is what we're saying. We're not saying asking for money is bad. We're not trying to trivialize saying people transport money. But if you reduce it to your ability, not of a man to take care of you, as being basically number 3,
which is number 1.
No, listen. So every man who knows this information will have to work.
Yeah.
If a man works for that money, this is what I'm telling you. No, this is what I'm telling you. But it also develops a mindset.
It's okay. Let that mindset be there because it's a capitalistic world and we have to be realistic about
But
it.
probably the guy must also have his
Why are we pretending we're in a social...
But you're lucky endorsing
Yes,
that is
there's nothing dirty about knowing what you want when it comes to your body.
No. It's not about the
It's not
body.
that.
It's about the consequence that the man is not going to be like, you are essential transport. Why didn't you come? You get?
You see?
It depends on the man.
You
Like,
get-
what man are you dating?
No, it's not about depending on the man.
Let me explain to you. You guys are, you
basis.
see, I don't like to have conversations with people who are speaking from theory, not practical. A man who has money and spends it on his woman, even you, a woman, the way you treat that man is different.
It just comes
There's no way he
naturally.
sends, he takes care of you and then you fail to come and you don't communicate. You even call in advance
that
and
one I
say,
agree.
babe, I was supposed to come today, but I promise
No, that one
baby,
I
I'm
was
coming.
agree.
I'm
When
coming.
Janice
So
talked
those
about that
people say,
300K,
so why will that?
No, that one I agree. My struggle, I'm a pedestrian.
There's no point at which a man will say, oh, I sent you, I gave you this amount of money. First of all, let me tell you, men who have money, they don't even talk like that. It's these ones who have just tested culturally to want to.
But then it's Shadrack.
Even if I'm talking, because you know which Facebook post,
If you're a pedestrian,
I gave
as
this
you
chick
say,
money,
you don't need to come.
I know, but
banana
that's
broke
car.
men. You guys,
But
broke men, one time. Oh,
Are they in this show? Look, man, if you're here.
Please leave.
I think that you're saying.
I was saying, if you're a pedestrian, you also have to know like your limits.
We also
And
get a
you're-
pedestrian.
Yes, as a pedestrian, you can use the border.
Yeah.
So border
Yes.
bolt.
Uber,
That's
once in a while from legends.
Once in a
and
while.
you actually don't come to say, babe, I'm sending you an Uber. Jungle. And then you let's not complicate these things.
And you
Just
don't have to be like
complicate
extra.
it.
You just know what
Rich
you need
people
to do,
don't
like,
want, they are not the parrots. This one.
No, but you see, but those are the majority. So,
But I also want
no.
But
Anyway, at the end of the day, you go
Janice.
for what works for you. That's what I always tell
Janice
people. There's
and
no one
Brenda.
shoe fits all. There's no formula.
People are
Go for what
different.
works for you. And let me tell you,
Interesting.
there's a class of women for every man. You just
Yeah,
have,
because
the
Brenda
challenge
said-
coming is that men want a class of women they can't afford, so they come to parrot. Yeah.
But you see,
People are
the
different.
language you're using,
I'm just
is very
finding
problematic.
No, it's realistic.
No, it is.
Brenda said,
Yeah, Janice, what I say.
And I'm saying,
We have
people are
to be
different. We all have
compatible.
like, we grade it differently. Now for me, it's communication. If we can't communicate from day one, how are we going to reach the part where we actually get to have sex? We don't even get there.
so you
Like,
need a man to communicate himself
Talk.
into your end.
Yes,
Like, I want to see
be
you.
honest.
I want to see you this and that, and I'll be like, okay, this is the deal. I'm free tomorrow. Then send me the transcript. Let me get that. Let's get to know each other. I mean, it could even happen naturally.
Is
I
sex
could,
part of getting to know each other?
Yes, certain now.
So I can have
need
sex
to
with
know all
you when
that.
I'm not dating you.
It depends on what the woman
but
wants.
don't
Like
use
I
that
said,
in the
it's
conversation.
okay. Let him twist
No,
it.
I
know.
What
What
if
about
you
transaction?
can use this opportunity to ask
no.
this burning question that has always been on his mind? Let's answer it.
Okay.
Let us save him from this situation. What him that be a bit
Let's give him from a guy's perspective. Then I tell him because I'm going to tell you.
Mama,
So
tell us, tell
Hard.
me. Yes.
everything
It's a big
depends on the
conversation.
kind
It's been a while.
of. It's
Yeah. Okay.
Everything depends
on the wallet.
on not on the wallet,
But
on the kind of woman you're after. The women are there. The ones who you can have sex with before
Yeah.
you date them. There are many.
Probably
It's not really what I
there.
want. I'm just trying to say.
It's
But
okay,
you
it's
are
okay.
just saying you have
I'm with you.
permission.
It's not what we want.
It's
Gabriel.
okay.
It's not
You
that-
can.
We do not want.
They are
that.
there.
We do not want free sex. We want you to date. Not free sex.
Yes? Not
Yeah,
what-
but if
No
you
free
want,
sex.
if
We
you
don't
want,
want to
if
date.
you want someone
You know
to
these
have
boys
sex
are
with them,
confused.
then-
These young men are confused. They don't want free sex, but then they're complaining about transport money. And
No,
you want
what?
to
No,
We are saying we want to date. We do not want to what? Fuck around.
What does dating involve?
It comes with a
to you
lot. It's
as
not
a
just
man?
dating.
Getting to know a girl. I can get to know
How
you
do you-
on
How?
phone.
Yes,
I can
Janice
talk to
asking
you
that
every
question.
day. In other words, your communication.
Yeah,
but
they want campus as
how?
free time.
No,
But
see.
when they campus as we are working,
Nothing.
we
None
come
of
to
us
phone
says
every
the
day.
No,
We come to phone every day.
Okay.
We can afford to leave work, we are tired,
Okay.
then we go for
Can I
a
ask you
date, we go
something?
for dinner, talking on phone every day. As if on Pakalas.
So how bad have you
On
been?
my pack.
How bad have you been? Or how sort of evil do you think you've been when you've given a man money, or when he has borrowed money in a relationship? How entitled have you become? when you look at it, like, do you feel that they will be like, hey,
It depends on the
Let me explain to you something from the way I grew up. I grew up in a family where we are transparent and accountable, both for my parents as a couple. Because they have this transparent and accountability thing going on in their relationship. They've been married for over 35 years. And we grew up seeing it when they would get money as a family, they would call all of us and say, this is how much we bought, this is how much your father's bought, this is how much. So these are things we need to do. What are priorities? Then we'd say, oh, this person is a candidate, let them pay their fees first. This person, and we'd all be involved in the process of finances as a family.
Yeah, but that is okay. That is very, very okay.
So,
you bring the money.
Unfortunately, when I'm in a relationship, I expect, and I make this clear from the start, because once I can't have a partner who can be free with me in terms of finances and we account and we're transparent in our transactions, it's hard for me to be with you long term. So for me, if I bring money, if you tell me I need this money, expect the questions. I'm going to ask for what?
So
what's the end game? And so should I. Yes, that's something it's okay with me.
Yeah,
so if you give me your money, I can account for it.
How do you account?
What do you mean how do you account for it?
I know.
You
come with
there's a price. There's a price. And you see there. It's not like I'm doing it and you're not seeing it. One, first of all, you should fight corruption even in your question. So I'm trying to tell you that when you say how evil, how bad, I don't understand you, because there's nothing evil about me asking for accountability.
I said that sometimes when people
we can't even reach that point, because from the start, when if you borrowed money from me, I'll ask you
for
what is it for? And
is it
viable? Is whatever you're going to use this money for?
Whatever he has done, whatever.
And also two things. I'll ask you: are you borrowing or do you want me to give you? Decide now, because if you make a mistake and you say I'm borrowing, several you will pay.
You say
rather ask me to give you.
Your business
way. No, I'm a storyteller. Janice is a person. So be clear. When I say communication, be clear. Some of you want to be given, then you say
but you say no. The only reason I asked that is because you said men can be rightly entitled.
Even women, and I also say the vice versa.
Forgiving, yes.
Yes, and the vice versa is true.
So I told you that a natural consequence sometimes is that men will treat you like property.
That's a character issue. That's a character issue.
No, but
it's a character issue.
I get it, but you're failing to pay homage to the fact that money is a transactional currency. No, listen, when you bring, as someone talks about finances, when you bring money into the relationship, does it impact it?
Can a relationship do without money? Let me ask you, can you be in a relationship without money?
Not
even poor people transact. You think poor people don't buy food, they don't pay for fees, they don't pay rent? You tell me, if your relationship can do without money, you go and be in your relationship.
No, it's not that without it.
Because I really don't understand.
It's more that the relationship is now premised on the fact that it is supposed to be transactional.
By nature, relationships are transactional.
Yes, I get all this. But if women are going to be transactional.
From the start, relationships are transactional. If you want a relationship that's not transactional.
I needed to ask her also. Since we are figures, ask her also.
I don't know how to answer that question because
No. For me, my question was like, you're in a relationship, you've been giving this man money. Just like we've said, men sometimes, and the natural consequence is the fact that they will become entitled, they'll treat this woman like property. For you, when you've given men money, how have you felt about giving them money? How have you assessed yourself after getting?
Like I said, it's about communicating. She said it. I'm giving you money. What is it for? Like, be clear. Are you borrowing?
He has used the money. He has used the money, maybe not well.
And then again, Shadrack, the man is giving money. He's putting money into the relationship, but it's not like the woman is not bringing anything to the table, right?
What does she bring?
There is a lot that a lady brings to the table.
What?
Just so much.
Actually,
okay, guys, if you feel let me first answer.
Not that
even money. You bring money.
Shadrack wants to know how you feel after you've given a man money and he misuses it. From what you've referenced.
Exactly.
Now, once you misuse that money, we are going to have a conversation again. And we're going to say, the last time we did this, what went wrong? I want to understand, because we have to understand each other. Most likely he made a wrong business deal. Most likely he didn't listen to the woman's advice. Very many issues, or he spent it with the boys, whatever reason. Now, the next question will be, okay, how do we recover this money? That's one. And how can we avoid because it's a we issue now. It's not about the man. If it's our money, we discuss.
Do you think money makes you difficult? when you're in a relationship and you have the money.
Makes you difficult.
You as the woman.
No, as the person with the money, as the person with the money.
Guys, let's understand the dynamics. Okay, let's understand the dynamics.
No, listen.
I'm trying to help you answer your question.
I should not abuse that, but principle, yeah.
Understand the dynamics of money. Money gives you power, regardless if you're in a relationship.
That is what I was saying. That is what I was saying.
The thing is, power is neutral. Power can be abused or used. So what you're talking about is abused power. What I'm talking about is used power. Because whereas a man can have money and he has the power, he may not use that power to abuse a woman, unlike some men who use it to abuse the women. Now, should we be afraid to be in these relationships that require money because we're afraid of being abused?
No.
That's why I said at the end of the day, look out for character.
That is why we're having this conversation.
That's what I'm saying, character is key. Shadrack, when you're going to date, the woman is going to look out for character before she considers the money.
And
because your
sex
character will determine how you use the money. Yes.
No, I just want
it is on top of my list. You want to know why?
Character sex.
You know why? You want to know why?
It's okay. It's okay. But yeah, character is
okay, let me ask.
Yeah, so
character is on top. What?
There's something else that he had asked, and now he's diverting us. Let me tell you, long term. I mean, it depends on your reason for going to a relationship. Are you going in for a long-term kind of thing, or are you going in for short-term?
But if we're not prophets, we cannot know.
That's the thing. Me personally, I don't deal with men who don't know what they want.
You go into a relationship when you don't know.
Let me tell you the reason why
you know what you want.
From the start, I want to understand. From the start, when we meet, I want to understand. Are you looking for a short-term thing or are you looking for a long-term thing? And I will handle each of them differently.
That's what you say.
So for a long-term kind of approach, I have to consider my sexual compatibility. This girl here has to be happy. Even my heart has to be happy. Simple as that. Long-term, really, why should I go for bad sex? One. But short term, happily.
First of all,
for forever. Short term.
I told you, I said
but sex for men or men is
so bad sex, too much love and care.
No, the sex has to be good. I don't care about sex.
And yet you didn't say sex.
No,
communication
I didn't say
is your top.
I didn't say it's not on the list.
Now you understand why,
because we start with communicating before we get to sex. But we're going to communicate and when we get to the sex and it's not good, then
no, but I agree with you. We need to have
a discussion. Your purpose.
My God. There can't be one.
Brenda, I also need you to know that also women have bad sex.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I need you to know that in your life there are people who have also probably reached there and like
sex is not just physical, it's a lot of things. There are many aspects. But I feel like we've gone off topic from financial
No.
Let's go back to
she cannot explain it. Sex is beyond physical.
Yes, it's beyond physical. You have to be compatible on so many levels, not just physical compatibility. For instance, you can be physically compatible and then you're not compatible emotionally. You're not compatible financially, and that's why I see people just that's what I'm trying to say.
I think I even agree with you now because you have to have that discussion. And you see, we have had this kind of discussion when we're not even in relationships.
I know. Now when
I'm only in a relationship, this man. So we've had this discussion. We have been very animated. We have not even sent transport money.
That's why I told you I prefer to talk to people from a practical perspective than theory. Because
it's still practical. It's still practical.
But if people are talking in future tense,
no, it's because we're not dating.
In present
we're not dating. Well, at least just not yet out there.
No. Anyway, let me just say that not to communicate a wrong message out there to the people who are viewing. One is before you get into a relationship, understand what's important to you as a person, whether you're a man or a woman. Figure out what matters to you. Once you know what matters to you, like for me, I've given you my top 3. Even you could have your other priorities. Other people say, oh, the person has to be religious, right? Or other people say the person has to be from, say, a certain family. Have you seen men who meet you the first time and they ask you whose child are you? Like, whose daughter are you?
What they always ask.
Really?
Yeah.
Which women are you asking? Which women are you meeting? You are Zoo. You people are saying they're single. They have just said they're single. They don't send transport money. Now they're saying no.
We don't send transport money. I know. We send transport money.
But understand yourself as a man and as a woman. Know what's important to you. Then when you go out there to get into the dating game, because you know what's important to you. Straight up, you're looking out for people who fit into your expectations.
But it's me, as long as if we're going to communicate, you'll also tell me your sex expectations. I need to have all those things. Since communication is key, I get sex.
You have to be on the same
so the first thing we need to do is try out the sex, see how wrong I am.
I feel like I'm being vibed on the show, guys.
By who? Shababika.
It's the only one who is addressing it in a very particular way.
About sex, about communication, may have been left just like this.
Shadrack, you also know, and I think Janice also knows, that at the end of the day, there's no proven formula for relationships. There are people who don't transact financially. Like everyone but they are together. It's working. They find out to make it work. There are people who take care of each other and they find out to make it work. So like you said, communicate, find out, understand each other, and find out what works for us. But for me, personally,
we have to talk about finances.
Personally, finance take care of me.
We have to talk about finances. Yes,
yeah, it would be very important. One, I have a gift of maximizing potential. Most women do. So the first thing I want to do is to know what are you looking at long term? 20 years from now, where do you see yourself as a man? How can I be a part of that? How can I help you? So from your mind, from there, you can tell me this is what I earn, this is what I intend to earn from now onwards. Does that stop you from taking care of me? No. Taking care of a woman is so simple. And she gets
and everything just comes, like it falls in place. When you take care of her,
I think we're now mixing romance and transactional relationship. But because when I give you a lollipop and I'm sending you 300K,
like I said, choose your class of women. There are women who will appreciate a lollipop, then there are women who will appreciate 300K. People are different. But let me tell you, I feel like young men are being misled by this whole hype of women as gold diggers, women, and then guess what's happening? There's a rising number of men who are becoming more desperate for marriage than women. And this is off me, my survey and my interaction.
We have to call her back to talk about that. No, listen, we have to call her. Listen, we have to call her back to talk about that.
So men need to reflect and sort of understand where they come from, what they want, and who they want to be with.
Like Oteam said, you're not a prophet, but you have to know what you want. At least have a goal. Like I want it long term. I want it.
Every man has to know what they want.
I will also conclude by saying that I can realize this when I am getting to know the person. Thank you so much for watching this episode, and we will remain either single or dating after this show.